Hi everyone, this is Lindsay Avalon again. This is going to be my last video for tonight. I just wanted to kind of describe a little bit about what it's like to go to the dentist with sensory processing issues. I hate the dentist. I know everybody says they hate the dentist, but I really, really hate the dentist because I had the lovely joy of inheriting bad teeth. My mom, as a child, would have horrendous dental problems, and she actually has it worse than I do. Her nerves in her mouth are apparently like misconfigured or I don't know what, but she would have like crown work, bridge work, all the stuff back in the 60s when, dentistry was not what it is today. And they would try to give her Novocaine, and it would not work. So she'd be in excruciating pain, digging her nails into her hands to keep from screaming from the pain. And of course, everybody was like, yeah, quit being a baby. You should be numb, blah, blah, blah. So I'm lucky I don't have it that bad. But I do almost every time I go to the dentist hear those lovely words, you have a cavity. Except, yeah, that's not a happy thing to have. Even without having cavities, I can't stand the dentist. And the biggest reason why is it's like horrific for me. I use that word a lot. I use torture a lot, and I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm really not being dramatic. Like, I have done everything from dropping a table onto my leg to being scratched up by a cat to being in a car accident, getting wrenched by a seatbelt. I would prefer every single one of those things to some of the sensory issues that I have. So my biggest problem is the stupid little pick on teeth. That scraping is like, oh my god, just thinking about it making me cringe. It's horrible because I feel it down to my bones. The scraping, the sound of it, and the sensation is like, oh my, I can't even really convey just how much it sucks. And you're lying there, you're trying not to be a baby about it. You're trying not to flinch because you know it's just not gonna work. And today, when I was lying in the chair, I don't know why, but the lady was having issues with the pick and trying to go in between my teeth. So I'm going to show you my teeth kind of semi-close up, so sorry if it's a little bit freaky, but as you can see, my teeth are very close together. I actually never had braces. Little fun fact, I'm the only one of my family who did not need braces or have them. My parents both needed them, never really got them. My brother and sister, I can talk, both had them when they were younger. I never did. So, as you can see though, really close together. I don't know why she was trying to get that pick in between where I just pointed to, and my bottom front teeth. But she was, and it got stuck 3 freaking times. And what does she do? Sticks it right back in there. That's what dental floss is for. Which I also hate, but that's a whole other reason. That's just because my teeth are so tight together. So she's scraping away, and I'm like clutching a little tiny piece of fabric that I usually have to distract myself to play with between my fingers. And the entire time I'm thinking, I'm gonna act like a freaking lunatic soon if she does this one more time. So what's not very fun for the average person, it's even worse when you're processing sensations differently. So picture in your mind nails on a chalkboard, which makes me cringe just thinking about it. But that screech that makes almost anybody flinch. That's what you get when somebody has one of those little metal picks and they're scraping at your teeth. Now, compound that when it actually, like, audibly scrapes against your teeth. Even worse. when that stupid thing was stuck in between my teeth, I ended up whimpering like a little child and felt like such a complete dork. But it was involuntary. So the entire like half hour that I was in that chair, I'm just thinking, please, for the love of God, just let this be over soon. I would have rather have been anywhere but there. I would have honestly rather have been attacked by my parents' little kitten, who actually kind of gave me a few little scars on my wrist because the little twerp got a little bit scared. And I'm not really a cat person. Their kitten's adorable, but even so, the little twerp scarred me, and that's just ridiculous. I would have rather had her just like crawl up and down my back, crawl up and down my arms, anything to escape being on that chair. The good news is, I did hear those glorious words at the end of, everything looks great, and you don't have to come back for 6 months. So, yay! I'm ecstatic about that. In other news, next week I have two lovely, not next week, the week after. I keep thinking it's already February. So the week after, I unfortunately have to go to two different doctor's appointments. I was so excited when about a month ago, my rheumatologist said, hey, you don't have to come back for 6 months. I was so thrilled until my lab work came back and I am apparently minimally anemic. Their term, not mine. And they said I had to come back in 5 weeks, which sucks. Then I heard from my primary care doctor that he wants to see me every 3 months. So on the one hand, it's really good because my doctors are taking everything seriously. I've said before, I have a plethora of medical issues wrong with me. Just to recap, in case you haven't seen my other videos, I have sensory processing disorder, not officially diagnosed, but show pretty much every sign of it. I have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I have anxiety, depression, but my issue really is more anxiety than depression. I also have, the plethora is, I love that word, is escaping me at the moment. I was also recently diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder called Sjogren's, which is an inflammatory autoimmune disorder affecting my mucosal membranes and joints. My primary care doctor believes I am quite possibly in the very early stages of lupus. My rheumatologist isn't quite so convinced because my labs aren't out of whack enough to really give a definitive diagnosis. Additionally, I have not actually mentioned this one before, I also have acid reflux, which can be caused by the Sjogren's because it's inflaming my esophagus and my stomach, and I brilliantly cannot seem to give up soda, like diet soda, especially diet A&W root beer, which is glorious and totally kills my reflux. So, I have so much wrong with me. I'm only like not even quite 29 and I'm a walking mess, but that's okay. I, as they say, better living through chemistry. I'm learning to deal with my issues that I have, and I'm very open about them because a lot of it is stigmatized. People don't want to talk about the things like anxiety or an autoimmune disorder or sensory issues or anything like that. They like talking about the well-known things. The big C, cancer, blindness, deafness, paralysis, and I am not for 1 second saying that any of those things are easy to live with or that any of those things do not deserve awareness. What I am saying is there are other things out there than just those well-known conditions. And I really feel that, especially with mental illnesses, that there really does need to be more awareness out there. So I choose to be very open about my problems. If that bothers you, then stick with the videos that I will mark as being author videos, as opposed to these more personal, serious kind of videos. Um, and feel free to post in the comments below. Please tell me what you think of this. I apologize for the really crappy quality. I will be getting a microphone and potentially a better webcam than just using the one on my Mac. But please tell me if anything tell me if there's anything you would like me to do a video about, whether it's about my books. I do plan to do some kind of like video review type things, but also tell me if there's anything specifically about any of my conditions you'd like to know more about, or any specific, how do I want to say this? Any specific, like, everyday things that I may have trouble with because of my many conditions. Please just ask. I'm pretty much an open book. There's very little I won't talk about when it comes to my issues. The only off limits topic is truly personal things about my family. Little side note, this back here is actually a wedding blanket. So this kind of grainy, blurry picture is me on my wedding day. My husband is hidden behind my head, and will stay that way. So, like I said, please like and share this video. Subscribe. I do plan on doing, hopefully, at least a couple a week. Some days will be like today, where there were 3. And please let me know what you think of this. So I will see you next time. Thank you.